Hi, welcome back to Faith Series once again. Today we are going to learn from the life of Hosea. Hosea was a prophet in the northern kingdom of Israel. During Hosea's time, people were sinning against God. They were going after foreign gods. They were committing idolatry. In fact, they were doing spiritual adultery. And God wanted Hosea to marry a prostitute so that he can understand what God is going through when Israel sins against him. In chapter 1, verse 2 and 3 says, God told Hosea to go and marry a promiscuous woman. And that's what exactly Hosea did. As per the Old Testament, when somebody commits adultery, that person is stoned to death. Leviticus chapter 20 verse 10 confirms that. But in case of Hosea, when his wife sinned, when she committed adultery, God in fact asked him to go back and love her again. Because that's what God did when Israel committed spiritual adultery against him. He went ahead and loved Israel again and again and gave them second chance many times. In Hosea chapter 3 verse 1, God told Hosea, go and love your wife again. That was after she committed adultery. It is difficult for any man or woman to love their spouse if that person commits adultery. Bible doesn't talk much about what Hosea felt, but I'm sure as a man he must have felt sad when his wife committed adultery. And it must have been very difficult for him to go and love her again. Any man or woman, before their marriage, they would have desires and dreams about their future husband or wife. I'm sure Hosea also had his dreams and desires about his wife. When God told Hosea to marry a promiscuous woman, it must have been a shock for him. But he surrendered to God's will. That shows how deeply Hosea trusted God and how intense his faith was. He sacrificed his own dreams to fulfill God's dream, which was for the whole of Israel. As we learn few things about Hosea, let us ask few questions to ourselves. How faithful are we to God today? If God asks you to do something which is difficult for you, for a bigger purpose, are you willing to do that? How faithful are we to God today? Are we willing to surrender to God's will and sacrifice our will if that is for a bigger purpose? Hosea's faith made him the man he was. Let us learn these great qualities from Hosea. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.